Hi, I'm Anna.
And Ben.
And we are AutoSave. Welcome to our channel.
Today we're watching Chainsaw Man, Season 1, Episode 6. I don't know what we're facing or what we're up against. A stairway devil? A building
I'm going with
devil?
Maze Devil.
Maze devil? Time devil?
We're not really sure what could actually become a devil. I mean, even concepts can be feared.
Yeah.
Creatures that don't actually exist could be feared. Bigfoot devil. Ooh, don't come for me.
I don't know if there are any rules, because at the moment, yeah, we've had living things be devils, bat devils. We've had inanimate objects, mechanical things be devils, gun devil, chainsaw. We have blood. There could be an air devil. There could be, like anything.
Different elements.
It seems like anything could be a devil. So
long as it is feared or could be feared maybe by people.
But that's anything. Mm-hmm. I mean, we were introduced to a ghost devil. Are we going to see more ghost hands pop up? I want to know more about the ghost devil. I don't know what we're up against. All I know is that if we win, there is a kiss involved. And if we lose, that will be the 7th partner that Himeno has lost. Through, like, Aki, right?
But also, these are... Apparently, most of the rookies are dying within their first year or going private after their first year. So, the stakes are pretty high for everyone.
I think the thing that I'm most excited about, other than just, like, aesthetics, framing, and, like, music side of the show, is the world. And I'm very interested in just everything that could be a devil and to what degree it can get to. Mm-hmm. One of my biggest questions still is what the gun devil would look like. If it has to be very gun heavy in appearance or not, because we've seen, differing examples. But I don't think we're going to get that answer anytime soon.
I feel like that's probably a finale episode.
Yeah.
Reveal.
I think there could be a chance one of our characters, mainly Denji or Power, could take some sort of bullet from the gun devil to try to enhance their power. We touched on that. Mm-hmm. That's a possibility. But I guess the last thing I want to touch on before we start is Aki's backstory, because I think it was something that I thought we might have to wait a bit to get into. Sometimes we have to wait like a season before we get a backstory of a main character. But it was just another in the 1.2 million people that died. He lost his parents and his brother, just getting blown away. How does that look?
We could not have even guessed or theorized what the actual, situation in which the Aki lost his family was.
Yeah.
We were, I think, both picturing something very more intimate, personal, gruesome. And this, with the scaling of it, was not something I expected.
It's very brutal and blunt. And,
it's
to be
like a nuclear weapon in terms of how terrifying it could just wipe out tons of people.
And how does it wipe out? Is it the result of a punch? Is it the result of a bullet somewhere? I have a lot of questions, and I'm really excited to get the answers.
Me too. I want to see what Kobeni's like in battle. I don't have tons of excitement for Arai, because apparently Arai is just motivated. That's Arai's strong suit.
Motivation is fun to watch.
I don't know. They're painting Kobeni as a possible badass, even though she's timid.
Timid characters are always really badass.
I know. I'm really excited. I hope that we get to see maybe in this next episode her fight a little bit.
Maybe she'll save the day.
Yeah.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Interesting. Okay, we can go into rooms. That's nice.
There are rooms on the other side of the windows?
Can it be
other side.
Can it be like an illusion devil?
8th floor devil?
How specific can we get? The number 8 devil? Everything is pertaining to the number 8? Denji's just in the bed. He took his shoes off. That's nice. What about the floor?
殺しちまったからじゃねえのか？力を使ったまま死んだんだ。その悪魔が悪い。ルナが殺せと言ったんじゃ。言ってね。悪魔が死ねば解除されるから。
Okay.
それはありえない。全く反応がなくなりました。悪魔をおとりにまんまとはめられたってこんなトリッキーなこと。
A devil smart enough to use bait.
でも他のデビルハンターが助けに来てくれるんでしょ。
全員ここで死んじゃうんだ。
Time could be moving for them, but not in the real world.
コベリちゃん、キョレ。で、兄を大学に行かせたいんだろ。
やりなんです。親が優秀な兄だけは大学私に働かせ。
What?
風俗かデビルハンターしか選択肢なかった。私も大学に行きたかったんです。
It's like the saddest thing I've ever heard.
That's revolting.
恐怖が大好物だからね。ツボだよ。でも怖いです。
Whoa.
さっきから8時18分。
818.
Time devil?
力で時間が止まっている可能性があります。助けは来ないかもしれません。
Where's Denji? Okay.
すげえ。
カカ貴様は俺たちはここで永遠に閉じ込められる
かもしれねえし、ならねえかもしれねえだろ。
That's the way you look at it.
俺は悪魔に感謝して眠るぜ。
Does that give him an idea?
ネット。
Or they're all just actually surprised you went to sleep?
デンジ君、そろそろ起きて。8階から出られるようになったんすか？残念ながら魔電気は使えることが分かったよ。食べ物は宿泊客がみんな参ってきてるんだよ。アキ君はずーっと悪魔探し手伝ってたんだけど、今は状況に怖がって水を飲もうとしたから気絶させた。それで魔人ちゃんなんだけど、わしは暇だからノーベル賞を考えておった。ノーベル賞を
Makes sense.
すれば人間はわしに比例大にわしは総理大臣になる。に消費税は 100% じゃ。通りっすね。うん。うぬは落ち着いててつまらんの。今アキくんが頑張ってるから、私はゆっくり。あとニコチンの力、何かに寄りかかっていきたい人生ですよ。それあいつと同じタバコじゃん。
Cool shot.
キくんにタバコの味を教えたのは私だもん。骨が腐るから吸わない。付き合いがあるから吸えた方がいいよ。誰とも。公安来たのか当てたげる。10の悪魔を殺すため。公安に来る暗めの人は全員そうだ。この肉片持つこと許されてるもんね。デビルハンターなんて短命なんだから吸っちゃえばいいのに。バディが死ぬのは面倒だからさ。なんだ今の。あれは前のバディの彼女さ。
Oh.
悪魔に仕返しできる力がないから。まあ、そういうのもデビルハンターの仕事のうちだったけど。
Is he gonna like punch her?
殴ったやつの服にこっそりガムつけてやった。
Hell yeah.
やられたらやり返すべきだ。あんたの問題じゃない。だからやり返しといてやった。あいつは服についてるガムに気づかず生きている。
Oh, I love how innocent that is. Not like a punch.
悪魔が恐れるデビルハンターは強いやつでも勇敢な頭のネジがぶっ飛んでるやつだって。一本あげる。骨が腐るから吸わない。長い付き合いになりそうだから吸ってほしいな。一本だけ吸ってやる。一生です。
Getting Aki addicted to cigarettes.
姫野先輩、タバコ残ってます。それください。
Ooh, idea. Smoke alarm?
しょうがないな。キスだ。
Denji is me, internally.
I thought we already had bad news.
Oh. Okay.
Arai's gonna do it.
Kobeni's gonna do it.
No.
Interesting.
So is it trying to trick all of them into going against each other?
It grows with pain?
It got even bigger!
Okay.
Or else?
だからデンジ君を殺せば出られるのは本当だよ。
そいつは殺すべきです。一度そいつをこのままじゃみんなホテルで餓死ですよ。デビルハンターの悪魔の契約を受けるべきです。悪魔はデンジを殺したが悪魔側の利益になるんだろう。だから契約は受けない。
Why else would he want Denji?
ノーベル賞を思いついて外に出られなければ発表できないからな。
She has a point.
Okay.
だからお前がデンジを殺してもとにかくデンジは殺さない。俺たち殺すのは悪魔だけだ。
暇だから押し相撲するか。
すぐ俺を殺そうとするからやだ。
They're in its stomach.
It's like Mugen Train.
悪魔の言葉を信じるな。でもデンジも殺すつもりはない。
Can you counter offer?
だったら刀を使います。
それはダメ。
使えばいいじゃん。
どうしようもなくなっても刀。その時は悪いけど。デンジ君が死んで。
She'd rather Denji die than have Aki use the sword.
Power, what did you do?
デンジが食べておったわ。
すぐバレる嘘。その魔人の
力で8階から出られない。
こいつは血の魔人で。
魔人をかばうの。私たち。
Somebody needs to knock Kobeni out again.
悪魔の仲間なんだ。酸っぱいじゃん。
俺は悪魔の仲間なんだ。
Is it being fed by their fear?
Yeah.
I'll be the one to kill Chainsaw.
Eternity,
Eternity Devil?
It is like Mugen Train. It's like Infinity, right? That's a cool shot.
Oh, now it's opening its mouth.
刀を使う。いいですよ、先輩。姫野先輩。何してんだ。
その刀を使えるだろうけど。
What?
使うと契約で量がかなり減るの。
Oh.
アキ君はまだやらなきゃいけないことがたくさん。デンジ君。
確かにそいつは刺されても胸くその悪い野郎だが銃の悪魔を殺そうとしている。銃の悪魔を殺せないんだ。奴を殺すにはビルハンターが一人でも多く欲しい。俺の寿命を減らしてでも天地は殺させない。お前血の魔人なんだろ。こいつの血止められるか。
自分の血だけじゃ他人の血は難儀じゃが飯を作る人間がいなくなるからな。 仕方なく。どうしよう。私のせいじゃない。あなたのせいだから解決したのに。じゃあ食われてやら。でも俺も抵抗す。ぶっ殺すようなことがあったらまだ忘れてねえからな。なんかあるのか。クソ痛えけどなんだか知らねえが俺のチェーンソーにビビってやがる。
There's a reason he wants Denji dead.
He wanted Denji dead first, even.
攻撃を受けた時に痛いって言ってやがった。死にたくなるまで痛めつけて自殺させりゃいい。悪魔みたいな発想じゃない。俺をかばいやがって余計なことすんじゃな。もううんざりなんだよ。貸し借りなしだからな。
Whoa. No! I thought it was like bringing us to some battlefield. Oh. You ever watch a full outro that was made for like a singular episode?
Singular scene in one episode.
Yeah. Okay, that was Chainsaw Man, Season 1, Episode 6. Oh my god, they did not go the route that I thought they would with Kobeni. That was surprising.
I am not surprised at all that those two characters specifically were the ones so ready to listen to a devil that has them trapped and do whatever it says. Not only because they're rookies, but they also have no reason to care whether Denji dies or not. So to them, it's like, okay, Denji's dead and it doesn't work. I don't care. At least I tried it.
Yeah.
But seriously, I mean, how I don't even think we have a grasp of how long they were in there.
No.
Because I was trying to figure out why they were so panicky. I mean, I would probably panic and then try to like chill out. I don't actually know how many hours I could have lasted in there without panicking, to be honest. Now that I'm saying it, I'm like, maybe I would have panicked right away. Or at least after like an hour or two.
As a person with an extremely strong sense of mental fortitude who would never get scared over anything.
Been scared in his life.
Never. Nowhere close to it. I don't even know what a panic attack is. I would be freaking out very shortly after I was in there because I wouldn't know. The fact that I couldn't tell how long I was in there
okay, yeah, the clocks have all been on the same time.
Would probably drive me insane
I would be
at
like
some point.
Drawing like tick marks, like counting to myself.
You don't have food, you don't know what time it is, and you are stuck with a chainsaw and a devil that's in charge of blood. Like what is my life at that point? I don't know. I'm freaking out.
And also, this is probably one of their first missions.
Yeah.
So they're not really experienced.
I think.
But like Himeno even too got to a breaking point there, but I think it was like a more serious breaking point than Kobeni and Arai. Like theirs was because they were rookies and they were freaking out because they've been stuck here and they didn't know what to do. But hers was a freak out because I think she realized that the only way out she could think of was this sword. And that's why she was breaking.
Yeah.
It's because she realized that I think the only way I can even fathom getting out of here is this sword that I don't want Aki to use.
I think that's it. And that's why it's so strong. And that's why I'm going to mess up her name again. Himeno. Mm-hmm. Himeno. I love that Himeno had that faith and wasn't shaken because she knew that a plan was happening. Something was being attempted to fix the issue, and it was to her a likely shot that it would end out okay because it was Aki. She was only smoking a cigarette and being so lax because Aki was working, and she knew that, and Aki was looking for an answer. And I like they built her up just from appearance alone last episode as this very strong individual, and has had several partners in the past that she has lost. But oh my god, what a connection she has with Aki, and how much trust and love she puts towards him. Like, the thought of him losing any years off of his life is not gonna happen to her. I didn't see it coming. And
I almost feel like her current relationship with Aki and how they treat this partnership is probably how they went in the past, like her other partners, and that's probably why the partner died and not her.
Yeah.
Because they were the one that was kind of taking charge of figuring things out and or willing to risk their lives.
Yeah.
Like Aki did there, where he was willing to like jump in front of the knife. I feel like that's probably a similar theme from the other partners, and that's why she's the one that survived all the time.
Yeah. Probably. But I think Aki seems like a different, like a change of pace for her in the partner category, though, with how she, I guess, was explaining the situation to him. Oh, that's how it normally goes. I'm always getting, like, loved ones of past partners coming up and, like, taking it out on me because they can't do that to the devil. And, like, I don't know. Aki seems like, I'm surprised at how important Aki is to Himeno, and I
think it's because she
in a
saw
story
potential
sense. Yeah,
for him to survive. For him to survive past the first year of being her partner. I think that she saw in him not just like a goal that would keep him alive, but like she said, a screw loose.
Yeah. I think that Himeno doesn't want to lose, like, Aki. Just the thought, like, it's a loved one to her. I think if I'm trying to think about it in my own head, I'd be like, okay, Himeno's probably knows not to get too attached to anybody because she's had so many partners. It's the way of the job. But Aki kind of ruined that.
She
Aki
got attached to him.
And I love that. I love that I can tell just from the expressions. The expressions in the show are great, but the expressions on Himeno's face and when she envisions all those crosses and everything, I'm like, she doesn't want Aki to be another one of those, even if it's not instant and it's just the thought of, I don't know how it works, 2 years being taken off of Aki's life, or maybe 20 years, you know?
Yeah, we don't really know exactly how many years are taken off of his life, but I also want to ask you a question. I don't know if I fully understood this. I'm pretty sure they had a line at the very end there where they admittedly were like, Denji can't make a contract with this devil, this eternity devil, in order for them to all be released.
Denji can't?
No. A fiend or another devil, I don't believe, can make a contract, I think they said, but I don't know if I, like, understood what they were saying.
Okay, so I'm probably going to be wrong. From what I understood, though, it was like, Power can't because Power is a devil. I could totally be wrong, but I don't think Denji is, technically.
What, like, Denji's, like, in this weird place where he's not technically a fiend. He's kind of a human with a contract with a devil.
He's by no means a fiend.
And Himeno,
yeah.
You know, they both have contracts with a devil. But I thought that they were saying that he couldn't make a contract that could actually be trusted with this devil. This eternity devil.
At what point? Was it the time that they were, like, initially explaining it? Or a secondary time?
I think it might have been the first time, but I think it'd be kind of hard to find out exactly where that is.
Oh, no, not just, like, in my understanding part. Because if I'd only heard them mention it one time this episode, like, the thoughts behind what would and wouldn't work in regards to contracts and devils, and if it was only that one time, I'm pretty certain that Denji is supposed to be a gray area for us now. I'm pretty sure that they told us that if you're a devil, you can't make a contract with another devil. That, of course, includes Power, because Power is a devil, just a fiend, but I don't know for Denji. I don't know if it was touched too much on it. I got the whole, like, the reasoning behind why it was trying to make a contract with somebody else to kill Denji was because it was scared of Denji.
Right.
Yeah.
They wanted Denji to be, the Eternity Devil wanted Denji to be dead before he was handed over.
Yes, yeah.
Which I think was pretty smart of them to realize by the end there, mainly Aki and Denji, that it's scared of the chainsaws. It even almost, I don't know if they could hear the devil talking as it was chasing after them, but it basically said that I would be the one to kill Chainsaw. And I'm like, what? Is Chainsaw up there in terms of, like, was Pochita, like, once upon a time, like, a badass in charge of, like, devils? You know, that they were all scared of?
I think that it's just potential, like, alone. Like,
potential to get terrifying, basically.
Well, here's the thing. Like, we have these characters that are seemingly extremely strong, being Aki and Himeno, right? Mm-hmm. And we have them here. And their biggest weapon, from what we understand, are powers that come from devils. Mm-hmm. But they're very specific, small portions of these powers that take an incredible toll on their own body, right?
Yeah.
So an eye for a hand, or pieces of skin for, you know, for cameos.
And Denji said it hurts him.
But so here's the thing. Like, it only hurts Denji. These characters that are extremely strong are showing these strengths because they have, like, they can temporarily use a portion of a devil's power. Mm-hmm. Denji has the potential to use the entire body of a devil at whatever capacity he feels. So I imagine the devil's potential alone has no ceiling, has no roof to hit. You know?
Because it can be extended by the fear that it displaces in people. I was thinking, wouldn't a lower level devil, if given the chance to eliminate a devil that could evoke a lot of fear, because then if you eliminated the chainsaw devil, that could potentially even be as terrifying maybe as the gun devil, then you are opening up more availability for fear to be toward you.
You could
you're getting rid of like a rival or something in terms of like fear.
I completely agree, because wouldn't it be like, oh, well, of course I'm scarier now because I'm the one who killed the chainsaw devil, you know?
That, and also it could also be that this devil is aware that the only thing that it knows, it may not know about the sword, but it knows that the chainsaw devil it doesn't want to deal with. And so it's trying to get rid of the chainsaw devil, maybe just to not die itself. Maybe the chainsaw devil is what this devil thinks is the only way these people are going to get out of here.
Yeah.
But it also could be that, wouldn't you, if you saw one of your rivals now in a human body, you'd be like, oh, I gotta eliminate it now before it gets stronger.
So we learned that a devil's power stops once that devil is dead. I'm glad that we have that. There's a bug. So yeah, we learned that the devil's powers stop once they die, and I'm really glad that we got that clarification, because in shows like Hunter x Hunter, the Nen system, you can have like postmortem Nen abilities used, and I just like that we have that rule. I love learning like the power base and rules of New World, so that's something like that's set in stone, right? A devil's power cannot like linger after its death.
I'm still so that little head that walked out in the hallway, that wasn't necessarily bait, because it was actually part of the body. Like when they were saying, oh, it was used as bait, I was thinking this was just a way lower level devil or something that was being used by this bigger devil, but no, this was a part of its body. It sent it out there.
It used a piece of itself as bait.
It used a piece of itself to start building the fear. And I'm like, why did it suddenly burst out of the room at that one time when Aki comes in? He's like, I found it. It's bigger now.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm surprised it just like appeared. Did it take a while to grow in that
I don't
way,
know.
and
Part
then
of
it
me
decided to attack?
Part of me likes to think that the amount of fear directly correlates to its strength. Mm-hmm. So in a very specific roundabout theatrical way, the Infinity Devil like was trying to play it up in the most movie scary like situation.
Disappears for a little while. gets
and it like
bigger.
slowly builds up like as like, you know, terror and time, and like because of that the fear that it brings upon people is more, you know, like potent.
Wouldn't it be interesting if it didn't come out until Kobeni had woken up? Because Kobeni was knocked out, and then as soon as they talk to the devil in the hallway, she comes out the doorway. What if she had woken up and that's when the devil got the surge of fear or something, and then it came out?
Yeah, maybe it knew like who its targets.
I mean,
like,
really, those
would be
two,
best upon. Yeah.
Arai and Kobeni, were the ones that were feeding it.
Mm-hmm. And it could tell obviously who the chainsaw devil was, so it could be able to sense out the preliminary.
They're within its stomach.
That's very true.
So it probably could taste that Denji was the chainsaw devil.
I thought huge missed opportunity. It could be because we're watching this on Verve and we normally don't, but we had the time stopped at 8:18, and I thought that maybe like at exactly 8 minutes and 18 seconds into this specific episode, there'd be like a frame of like something cool, or like the clock then, like a little Easter egg.
That would have been cool. It for like a split second was like, is 8:18 like important for some reason? And then I realized it was probably just when they entered the building.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, okay, I'm just being silly, trying to like read into everything.
One very edgy sentiment that like my high school self would absolutely like be like, oh, that's so badass, was like,
oh gosh,
was like, you're most of us die young anyways, you might as well smoke a cigarette. Like, I was like, oh, what an edgy thing to say.
And then you like pulled up one of her other lines, which which is life is sweeter with a bit of dependence.
I'm like, oh, that's such a good line from a certain type of character, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like I think that that's cool and like that, but coming from that kind of character, I'm like, yeah, you know?
I was kind of that whole time like, I agree with Aki. It's bad for his bones, you know? And she was like, well, devil hunters don't live very long anyway. But she obviously, by the end of the episode, it comes full circle of she doesn't want Aki to die at any point. She wants him to live as long as possible.
Yeah. Is
that why she smoked the whole pack and there was only one left? Because she doesn't actually want him to be addicted. She just wants him to do it every once in a while with her, or something. Maybe she regrets trying to get him into it when she first met him.
I don't know. Who knows? We're in the world of Chainsaw Man. Anything can happen. What is this about? So they tried to use
the Fox Devil
Cone, right? And then they said that they were apart from the outside world, and then the Fox Devil's body is in Kyoto, so that makes sense. Is that saying that like, so does Aki only have control of Kone's head, or like is the whole Fox Devil, was it last used in Kyoto, so it's there currently, or does it just live there?
I think we're under the assumption that the Fox Devil and the Ghost Devil exist separately.
Correct.
So I'm sure that's just where the Fox Devil lives.
Okay.
And it's called upon whenever Aki needs it.
Okay. It's scary that you can potentially get into a situation where you can't use a devil contract, you know? Unless it's very personal and on you.
I want to know where this sword came into play.
Oh my god, we gotta talk about the sword.
Who gave this sword to Aki? Why does Aki have it?
Who gave the sword to Aki? Probably a devil. It's probably a contract that he made with the devil. It could be the sword devil, you know? Yeah, but whatever it is, it takes, like...
some of life.
Cone is a very impressive, you know,
giant
thing.
Fox,
like,
yes.
I'm impressed by Cone, and I love that as an ability. But what the hell kind of damage can you do with this sword that is it takes years from your life, but I'm assuming that it isn't powerful enough to kill the Gun Devil. I think that Aki would probably kill himself in order to kill the Gun Devil, and that can't be done with it, you know? What is the sword?
I think when we bring up the Gun Devil, Aki does not believe that he himself can take down the Gun Devil. He says that at the end, that he needs as many devil hunters as possible that basically have the motivation and the courage and the want to actually fight the Gun Devil.
Were we told that nobody's seen the Gun Devil?
Yeah, for a while.
Okay.
It's been like missing.
Okay, but we didn't get like a, oh, no one knows what it looks like thing. Is there a possibility that Aki has tried to kill the Gun Devil before and couldn't?
Well, if no one's, I don't think anyone's seen it since what happened to Aki's family.
Okay, gotcha.
So I don't even know if, we never saw like, you know, sometimes when shows introduce you to something that you don't get to see yet, there might be like a history book picture or something, but they don't show us, and that makes me wonder, does anyone even know what the Gun Devil looks like?
I don't know. It's a scary thought that the only
Where
way...
has it been, and why has it been gone all this time? Why is it feeding bits of itself to other devils to strengthen them?
I wonder if it is some like big bad villain that's trying to take over the world, or because it doesn't really seem like it from the little we know. Like, it seems like how I'm envisioning it is almost like how I'd envision like Denji, or like something minding its own business and being like, oh, I don't care if I take 1.2 million people with me. I'm just going to like flick my finger, you know?
And if it never had human emotions, then it would be similar to power.
Yeah.
The power doesn't, the devils aren't like, ooh, consequences of my actions. Like, they don't think like that.
Yeah.
They don't have those negative, they don't feel fear. They don't feel those negative emotions. It could be like a super kind of fun-loving Denji power kind of character, actually.
Could be.
But then that's also very terrifying. The kind of lackadaisical, doesn't care about the consequences, does whatever it wants.
Yeah. And obviously, if it's like that, then it's even harder to track down if it doesn't really have a significant pattern.
Because what if right now it just doesn't want to kill?
Yeah.
And it's like, I wanted to go climb a really tall mountain for fun.
I want to go hiking today,
it wants to do fun things.
The Gun Devil's outliving his best life.
Yeah, honestly, that's probably what he's doing.
You know who's not living their best life? Kobeni. Because Kobeni needs to work as a devil hunter or as a sex worker so that they can put Kobeni's older brother into college, since Kobeni isn't smart enough.
He's the gifted one.
Yeah.
And I
Holy
was like,
shit.
that is a lot of stuff that you just, I didn't even get an unpacking. I just got a like, here's the box. Like Jack in the Box jumped at me.
Yeah.
She didn't even like unpack that neatly. It was like, that was a lot. And she wants to go to college, but also I can't pity her too much with the fact that she went so insane.
Yeah, I have a bit of pity. I mean, you can't expect...
It's not too much. There's like a little bit of me that's like, girl, you just went crazy.
Okay. Yeah, but it's like somewhat it's understandable. She doesn't know Denji. She like, I don't love her, but like I can see how she got there.
That's why I want to know how long they've actually been here.
Yeah.
Cuz I'm like you said, is it just the idea that you don't know how much time has passed that drives you insane, or have they really actually been there for more than like a couple hours? Denji took a nap, so it had to have been over an hour and 30 minutes, basically, because that, to me, is a normal nap amount of time. But I'm like, she went, like, knife in hand, murderer, really, to me, quickly.
I'm not saying that I liked Kobeni. In fact, I thought that there was a chance that Kobeni could have died this episode and was going to get pushed into the mouth of the Eternity Devil. But
I mean, Kobeni just stabbed someone.
But Kobeni's lived a very tortured life. And, you know, if Kobeni wants to try to do something for herself for once and kill Denji to save herself, then I'm not siding with Kobeni, but I can see it, you know?
No wonder she's so timid. Because I was like, why would you join this business if you didn't want to be a devil hunter? Like, whether you're in it because it's lucrative and you can be private and make a lot of money, or you have a vendetta against devils. No! She doesn't even want to be there!
Yeah, I feel bad for Kobeni. Kobeni was put in a very stressful situation.
Out of the two choices, I probably would have chosen devil hunter as well.
Yeah.
So...
You know?
And I honestly think that she could take down a devil or two. I mean, she's really quick to use a knife, and she seems comfortable with it.
See, it's about, like, if you want to...
Also, where did she find that knife? Did she bring it in there?
Man.
I don't think hotels just have, like, big-ass kitchen knives.
I just feel maybe that's like her weapon.
Yeah,
you know?
maybe that
that's
like
her
is her
pact,
weapon.
but her contract. But like, if you want to go out and be a sex worker and better your life, go do it, queen. Like all you have the best life ever. If you're doing this to try to make money for your older brother to go to college, and it's not even like your like self-righteous choice to
Like,
do
she
it,
doesn't even
your
get to
parents
spend
are
the money.
making you, and like one or the other, and your parents are doing it. Like, hell, Kobeni is trying to slay some devils, and I can get behind that. I also kind of like Denji, so like leave him be. Maybe we'll get like a whole character arc for Kobeni. Kobeni can come full circle and then end up saving Denji's life down the road.
I mean, she obviously was told to us to have some amount of potential.
Yeah.
So, have we now seen it? Have we now seen that she's unhinged and that's her potential? That she is ready to use a knife and stab whatever comes close to her? It's effective.
What do you think about Aki jumping in front of the knife?
I thought that it was going to happen. It almost happened earlier.
Yeah.
So that's why this didn't surprise me, because we saw when Kobeni first entered the hallway with the knife the first time that Aki kind of got in front of Denji a little bit. And so already I was like, okay, Aki is willing to maybe brunt some damage in order for Denji to not be stabbed.
But you know why I love it so much? It's like it takes a turn from a normal anime trope of just like, oh yeah, like you're close to me in vicinity and in my squad of 3, and I kind of like you because whatever, and there's not really anything deeper there. We're getting the actions here, but there's like logical motive behind both of their reasons for doing something nice, like on top of just doing something nice.
But there is something slightly illogical mixed in with the fact that a stab to Aki will do more damage to him as a human than a stab to a person that has the heart of a devil.
It would still suck.
Denji got his arm cut off and he's got it back.
Because Aki brought the arm with him. I'm just saying that I like that Aki had a selfish reason that made sense of being, I need stronger people to help me fight the Gun Devil. And then we see Denji like acknowledging the fact that somebody did something nice for him, but true to character, he's like, I'm done with owing anything to anybody. And I love that. And that's what propels him to do what he did and give him a reasonable, logical, in-character excuse to do what they're doing. That isn't just, because you're my friend now,
Yeah, we're roommates.
Yeah.
So
that being said,
stick together.
Power needed to save Top Knot, or she would lose a cook.
She honestly, this whole episode had amazing priorities.
Yeah.
Nobel Prize. She wants to save her cook because she wants to eat good food. Maybe not some vegetables, but some other good food. He obviously must make her things without vegetables. And so I'm like, okay, Power.
I wonder if Power could be like a world-renowned doctor or like scientist.
So
I mean, if you're the blood fiend,
difficult or a challenge, right? If it wasn't her blood.
Yeah, but I mean, she could maybe like put in a little bit of effort, maybe like find a cure for cancer or some rare blood disease.
Honestly, it probably is nice. She's almost like having like a white mage with you or something, to like a healer.
Yeah.
If you could have a wound and she could like already make the blood like stop coming out or something.
Who will charge you 100% sales tax?
Yeah, honestly.
What is Aki's medical bill going to look like after this encounter?
Well, she'll probably just let him cook something.
Yeah.
She'll be very specific with what it is, though.
That's an
also, he might have to start. What?
That's an acceptable transaction.
He might have to start cooking Meowie some gourmet cat meals.
Oh,
though,
I love
as,
that.
Payment.
Where's Meowie at?
Meowie didn't come with them, and it's kind of a shame.
Dude, I love, first of all, the detail every time one of them got in bed, they took the shoes off. But for a hot second there, I thought Denji went missing. Like, and he was stolen, but he was just under the covers. I love it so much.
What are you doing down there?
Oh. But I don't know, good episode. Are you expecting a fight next episode, or are you expecting like a conversation with this Eternity Devil?
I'm between two things. So, do you know the episode of SpongeBob where it's like alone, and it's in like the white room that they open the white room, and it's like nothingness.
I didn't watch much of
Okay.
SpongeBob.
Well, if you guys know, it's like this white room of nothingness, basically. And I'm worried that will be, if this is the Eternity Devil, that either Denji will be falling for a third eternity into its mouth, or he will land in basically nothingness. And so how can he fight, or how can he cut things up when there's nothing to cut up? So I'm a little not sure how that's going to work and how he can actually create pain for this thing.
Some people hate Jujutsu Kaisen comparisons, and I get it, but I love Jujutsu Kaisen, and I love this show, and I got a very similar feeling to one of the times that we went into a domain expansion, as I did at the end of this episode. Mm-hmm. And that's exciting to me. I love the potential happenings of a cool fight in a contained area that would benefit and give advantage to one character. I don't know, I'd love to see the Eternity Devil in their zone trying to take on a Chainsaw Man
that he's obviously fearful of.
Yeah.
I thought devils couldn't feel fear, but it seems like maybe there is a slight there's like a kind of a hole in that. Like maybe there is something that they fear. Like this Eternity Devil hates pain.
Yeah.
So maybe there is something for each devil that is their weakness.
I like that. Like short, blunt, I don't know, Denji.
Denji is his weakness.
Do you have any now that we have an Eternity Devil, I thought we couldn't get any more
We were trying to just figure out if it could be concepts. Or just, I guess do people fear eternity?
I'm sure.
If they were alone, like didn't want to be alone?
How vast it is, how small they are in comparison.
How small they are in comparison. Okay.
I wonder, how, God, they can go anywhere with this. It's really exciting, but it could be really funny, too, you know? You could get, anywhere from, a window devil to, volcano devil to crippling loneliness and depression devil, mental health devil, you know? We can go anywhere if we're going to Eternity Devil. Dinosaur devil?
Oh, I hope so. Prehistoric devil.
I love some good dinosaurs in anime. Doesn't happen enough. We need a good dinosaur anime.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ready? Land Before Time?
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we hope to see you next time.